Morning folks, Down Shizzle here. Right, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do 3 from, yeah, I was just checking the recording, that's all. Right, I'm going to do 3 from VaperCaper. No, I'm going to do 4 from VaperCaper. What we're going to do is we're going to do watermelon squish, we're going to do goop, not necessarily in this order, we're going to do vanilla custard, and we're going to do citrus. I've been on the squish already, most of the bottle is gone, so it's going to have a drip. This video is the first time I'm using new camera, new equipment, so if it's not in the right places, you've got to let me know. So VaperCaper juices. We've got some nice labelling. I mean, this one's been a pocket juice for quite a while now, and still the label holds up. We've got all the warning labels in place. Toxic symbol, good design. This juice here is 60/40 PGVG at 10 mils at 12 milligrams per mil. I'm using the King and the Bespin from Stealth Vape. Alright, so watermelon squish. Now, I was lucky enough to have 2 watermelons at once recently. I was lucky enough to have Relentless, Easy Does It, and I was happy to have VaperCaper's watermelon squish. If you've tried Relentless, I would urge you to try the squish. Now for me, Relentless, Easy Does It is good, but for me, VaperCaper's squish is better. Now the reason I say that is because it's juicier, it's sweeter. Relentless is very, very sweet, but it's not got that juiciness. Vapor production on all of these juices is good. And throat hit, even at 12 milligrams, is upheld because of that 60 PG content. So we're doing well. But yeah, squish for me is better than Relentless Easy Does It. That's a big claim, I know, because everybody loves Relentless Easy Does It, but it's true. So what can I say? Right. Vapor production is very good. I will say I am using a single coil with an air hole half open, so obviously everyone's setups will vary. What I'm going to do is just dry off the watermelon, give it a quick burn off, get everything away from the camera. Right, then we're going to move on to citrus, which is the same ratio, same milligrams. Just a couple of drips straight on the dripper. Now citrus to me, citrus to me is Sprite. You know, Sprite or 7-Up, the fizzy drink. I found citrus exactly to be like Sprite or 7-Up. It's not too sweet, it's a nice citrus flavour. You get that acidity of the citrus coming through. And for me, what I've been using it for is straight after dinner. After I've eaten, I go to citrus, and I find it cleanses my palate. Just gets rid of all of the tastes of the previous food and everything else, and it sort of just refreshes your mouth, and it's a really, really nice juice. Really fresh tasting and very sort of moreish. You could vape it all day if you wanted to. If you've been watching my reviews, you'll know I'm a big fan of citrus anyway. there's 2 lemonades that are actually on my favourite juice list of all time. So that tells you how much I like citrus, and that will go in the top sort of 10 because it is very lovely. Oh dear, you have to excuse the hair and all of that sort of good stuff because I have just done my 5-mile workout this morning. So yeah, right, we're gonna go on to Goop. Now Goop has a very lovely design. I'm not sure how this is going to focus because I can't actually see what's going on. So, but yeah, Goop. Now Goop, I'm just going to dry off these wicks. Goop is very unique in its own way. It's very unique. We'll get into that right now. Again, same ratio, same milligrams, so 60-40 PGVG at 12 milligrams per mil. Now Goop, to me, if you take snake oil as a base, right, you get that aniseed and you get a little bit of citrus, and then you go and put some ribena in it. As weird as that sounds, it just works. It works. Similar sort of, if you remember Calpol as a kid, you know, the like cough syrupy stuff. Similar to that. It just works. It's such a good blend of flavours. Every flavour has its place on your palate. So you get the aniseed, you'll get the citrus, and then you'll get this little hit of blackcurrant. Now, as you'll know from me, I do not read descriptions of the juices before I review them. But I think I've got that one bang on. I think that's a fair way of doing it. I don't like to have my brain want to think what it's tasting. I want to actually be able to pick out certain flavours without reading the description. There we go. Yeah. It's a very good flavour. You know, sometimes you'll taste something and then after you've tasted it you'll be a bit lost for words. Goop is one of those. It is a very, very, very good juice. Excellent juice, in fact. It's up there with the snake oil and all of the other anise based liquids I've tried before. It's right up there. Very good juice. Alright, so for the last one, I'm going to dry off this wick. There we go. Give it a quick burn. Now, what we're going to move on to is everybody's favourite, vanilla custard. Same ratios, same milligram strength per mil. Just going to have a couple of drops on this cotton. There we go. Vanilla custard. Keeps doing this mod. Oh. Alright, vanilla custard. Just so you can see. VaperCaper's vanilla custard is a different take on a custard. The last few custards I tried were sort of very sweet and very sort of, they'd really ramped up the dessert element of custard and they'd forgotten the vanilla. With VaperCaper, what you're getting is a really, really intense vanilla flavour with a nice creaminess on the back. I like this one a lot because it is not as sweet. It's not as sweet as other custards, let's say that. I'm not going to name names, but there's a certain custard out there that is very sweet. To me anyway, it's very, very sweet, and you can't really taste the vanilla. It's a very light vanilla. With this, it's a big kick of vanilla, and then you got the dessert on the exhale, which is very, very different, and it's very good. All of these juices are available from VaperCaper.co.uk, I believe, but all links will be somewhere around my head and in the description. Good prices, excellent juices, very good vapor production. They maintain throat hit even at lower milligrams, so that's excellent. Yeah, it's just good juice. I'm going to have another video for VaperCaper next week. I didn't want to do a 10 juice review because they just go on a bit too long, and you don't want to be watching me tasting juices for half an hour, do you? Right, that is it. I shall see you later on. Bye.